Hello everyone, this is Rishi again. Welcome back. Now we are going to understand lifecycle callbacks. Lifecycle callbacks are the methods which are getting called after initialization, before destruction, and before destruction. So let's understand. And there are four ways in Spring how you can do this. So let's start with the first and simple way. The simplest way of adding a lifecycle methods are with the help of Spring Bean XML. Here you have to define init method and destroy method in Spring XML. So let's try that. Bean tag actually have an attribute. Let me collect attribute in a row as an attribute called init method. So let's add that attribute, which is init method, and you can define a method name, which is anything. So you define your method name. So I'm just making it as init. Okay, you can have initialize, you can have start, you can have end, and it also have a method called destroy method. So you define a destroy method, which is destroy for me. Again, you can have your own method names. What are these? Are basically method names inside this hello world class. I know very well that I don't have these method names as of now, so I'm going to add those methods now. So I'm just adding init, which is public void init method. And basically, I'm not doing anything here. I'm just saying that the init method from hello world has been called. So whenever you want to actually do any task, okay, before this or immediately after constructor or immediately after properties are set, if you want to do something before the actual logic get executed, you can use init method for that. So it might be a file initialization or creating a file, okay, or testing whether this particular file exists or any kind of things which are prerequisite for your program. You can do that in init method. So init method for hello world. And I'm going to add one more method, which is destroy. So let me add copy paste this thing, which is the method name will be destroy. Destroy is if you are using file based operation again, then basically close the file or delete the file, delete temporary files for that matter. So all those things can be happening in the destroy method. Okay. So let's run and test now. So go back to test string. You do not have to add anything new here. If you run this code and see the output, you see that first hello world constructor, then init method for hello world, okay, then whatever logic you want to, it will get executed, and after closing or almost on the closing of this particular context, you got destroy method got executed. Okay, so this is the importance of lifecycle callback. This is not the only way. We will learn one more way of adding lifecycle callback in Spring. Now remember that you have a lot of beans here. So every time I have to add init method and destroy method, init method and destroy method, init method. So that will be repeating stuff. So I can define init method and destroy method at the beans level itself, so that it will be a default init and destroy methods for all the beans. Beans may or may not have those methods. If they have them, then they can include that will be executed. If they don't have them, then at least they don't get any exceptions. So let's actually add this init method and destroy method at the beans level from this level. So let's try that. So I'm deleting these methods from here and adding the method names at the beans level. Here though, it's not init method, it's default init method. And of course the default destroy methods, if I add that attribute as default destroy. So these properties are default for all the beans available inside these beans. And now you don't want actually to define it at the bean level. And now if I run the code, I should get an exact same output. So now you're still getting the exact same output. Init method and destroy method as the default configuration. We have two more ways. Let's learn one by one.